Look at the pictures in your textbook and talk about them.
Click on the picture. Earthquake, tsunami, cyclone, river erosion.
Do activity B from your textbook. Drag and match. Click on the picture and say what happens in the earthquake. Click on the picture and say what happens in the tsunami. Click on the picture and say what happens in the earthquake. Click on the picture and say what happens in the tsunami. Click on the picture and say what happens in the cyclone. Click on the picture and say what happens in the river erosion. Look and listen.
Earthquakes, tsunamis, cyclone, river erosion, these are the kinds of natural disaster. Houses, buildings, trees, lands are destroyed because of this. Sometimes people also die. It is hard for us to stop natural disasters, but we can be careful so that this type of disasters cannot make much harm of us.
Click on the picture and say what happens in the earthquake. Listen, say, and read.
Officer, we heard about the earthquake in Nepal. It was terrible.
Yes, I'm very sad about it.
I'm afraid there are many disasters in the world. Last month, we lost some of our land because of river erosion, and last year, a cyclone destroyed many buildings and trees. What's next?
Well, the TV news can tell us about cyclones, and we can often see signs of river erosion. So far, no one knows when an earthquake will happen. What can we do? You shouldn't worry too much. We can prepare for natural disaster. Here is a leaflet.
Now, read activity C from your textbook.
Answer the questions.
1. Where was the earthquake Anita talked about? 2. When did Anita's family lose some land? 3. Why did her family lose some land? 4. What destroyed many buildings and trees last year? 5. Which natural disaster can the TV news tell us about? 1. Where was the earthquake Anita talked about? The earthquake Anita talked about was in Nepal. 2. When did Anita's family lose some land? Anita's family lost some land last month. 3. Why did her family lose some land? Her family lost some land because of river erosion. 4. What destroyed many buildings and trees last year? A cyclone destroyed many buildings and trees last year. 5. Which natural disaster can the TV news tell us about? The TV news can tell us about cyclones.
Group work.
Have you experienced a natural disaster in your life? If not, imagine a disaster. Now, talk in group about what happened because of the disaster. What kind of natural disaster was it? When was it?
Answer the questions.
1. Where was the earthquake? 1. Where? 2. Where? 3. Why? 4. What? 5. Which natural
Group word.
have you experienced?
Group word.
Have you experienced? 5. Which? 4. 3. 2. 1.
Answer the questions.
1. Where was the earthquake Anita talked about? 2. When did Anita's family lose some land? 3. Why did her family lose some land? 4. What destroyed many buildings and trees last year? 5. Which natural disaster can the TV news tell us about? 1. Where was the earthquake?
Look, listen, and say.
Batteries, torch, first aid kit, dried foods.
Pair word. Which of the things in activity F do you have in your home? Let's talk in pair.
Do you have any batteries in your home?
No, I don't. I should get some batteries.
Do you have any torch in your home? Do you have any first aid kit in your home? Do you have any dried foods in your home?
Ask and complete the sentences with the correct word from activity F in your textbook. Review your answer in the next slide. Click on the gaps.
1. I can't see. It's very dark. Do you have a torch? 2. My torch doesn't work. It needs new batteries. 3. We don't have any fresh food, but we can prepare some dried foods. 4. Joshua cut his hand. Bring me the first aid kit.
Listen. Complete the leaflet with the words you hear.
First, read the passage Before an Earthquake from your book. Then, listen to the passage and complete the leaflet with words you hear. Before an earthquake. Keep some food and water in your home. You will also need a torch because there may not be any electricity for a few days. You should have some batteries for your torch too.
Click on the gaps for answers.
Be prepared for natural disaster. They can happen at any time. First, read the passage During an Earthquake from your book. During an earthquake, listen to the passage. If you are in a building, get under a strong desk or table. Do not run down the stairs. If you are outside, stay away from buildings or power lines.
Click on the gaps for answers.
First, read the passage After an Earthquake from your book. After an earthquake, listen to the passage. Do not go inside a building unless it is safe. If you have any cuts, get your first aid kit and cover the cut with a clean bandage.
Click on the gaps for answers. Read the completed leaflet from Activity I. Read the completed leaflet from your... Answer the questions.
1. What can happen anytime? 2. Why should you keep a torch? 3. What should you have for your torch? 4. What should you do if you are in a building during an earthquake? 5. Why should you keep a first aid kit? 1. What can happen anytime? Natural disasters can happen at any time. 2. Why should you keep a torch? You should keep a torch because there may not be any electricity for a few days. 3. What should you have for your torch? You should have some batteries for your torch. 4. What should you do if you are in a building during an earthquake? If we are in a building during an earthquake, we should get under a strong desk or table. 5. Why should you keep a first aid kit? We should keep a first aid kit in case you get injured during a natural disaster.